It's doing that thing again. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. It does that thing sometimes, and I guess it's because I use the camera for other things. I get stuck on this weird mode of recording. It's all brought up. What's up, Greg? Like, Joscara, what's going on? I'm gonna be more talkative today. I'll try to be more talkative today. Try to be. No tunes just yet. Still setting up. Oh, you can always go to my Patreon. Check that out. You can almost see everything that's happening. All right, not bad. Nerdy Cowboy, what's going on, man? Long time no see, senor. Here, man. Just. Boom, baby. All right. Lunchbox is on. Let me know what you want to do, man. Let me know. This is one of the pieces just recently did for Easy Comics. It is 6, count them, 6 comic-sized boards put together. Large piece, to say the least. So, large piece I did for him. I can't put it all on the camera. But I'm going to finish it up today. Today's the final day for it. I already put like 2 or 3 days on it. I've been doing other stuff. I was working on my comics. I was doing some other shit. But it's been insane, to say the least. But I've been loving this piece. I mean, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy. Believe it or not, this section right here is where I'm like super happy with. I like how I captured Raphael, and Shredder just looks badass. I'm super happy with Shredder. But I got to go back and do a bunch of little things. So I'm going to hopefully do that today. Spent the morning kind of squishing it out again because, again, all the watercolor for the background made it kind of bend. So I had to put it under some stuff. But it's also made it super malleable to like fold and stuff. I have to put the clear ruler down because it helps me keep it down without putting my hands all over it. And one thing I forgot yesterday was to color Mikey in the final green because I put watercolor green. I'm using this. What is this? Yellow green, which is like my go-to green for almost everything green. Every time I do a She-Hulk, it's my yellow. It's this green that I go to. So what's up, nerdy? How's everything, dude? How's the job? Been posting on the Patreon and some other stuff. Working on things. Just updated the YouTube profile. If you guys want to check out the YouTube profile, it's a little nicer, a little cleaner. Takes so much fucking work, man. Worked on my podcast today too. Really? So you guys went to strike finally? Yeah, I was gonna ask. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. This is gonna be the time of striking, man. I think that's gonna be a thing. I was already reading a whole shebang about how the studios right now don't have anything to show. All these subscription companies like Netflix and Disney, Disney Plus, and everything, they're all in trouble right now. And what's happening is that people are going to YouTube, are going to Twitch, going to all these other places where people are making creator-owned stuff. So it's more about the creator-owned. Well, the whole gimmick that they want to sell is that creator-owned is better, which it is. But even for business, like wherever you let the creators flourish, they'll be good. These companies, they want to own everything, but it's not possible, unless they want to throw down money, and they don't want to throw down money. So they want to own everything, they'll throw down money. So that's where they get into trouble. So then the whole talk is about how people are going to TikTok. Like TikTok just started a streaming service of some sorts on there too, but it's free. It's part of TikTok. So it is a lot of crap though. I just found an app that allows me to post images on all these different websites, and I might be doing that soon because it's just trying to get through all the channels right now is ridiculous to say the least. I mean, there's some things I do just get a tradition. Like I post on DeviantArt still because I feel like artists are still on there. I don't know if anybody's gonna find my work, but I've had a good following now recently because of it. But yeah, it's gonna be a weird thing, dude. I might cover it on Monday's podcast. On the Monday, if you guys want to listen to my podcast, just look it up online. Wakata, FWACATA, just same as the show. And it's funny, I'm talking about all this, and then a TV party comes on from Black Flag Place. How kismet is that shit? TV party tonight. So I got the green down for that. or black and white. Hobbits playing D&D buildable as DM. That's actually cool. I like that. I actually dig that. Um, Remember, you get a discount since you give to my Patreon. So let me know what size. I can give you a good price. You know what it is? It reminds me of those posters you get sometimes as a kid in magazines, and you fold it out, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of like glad. Like this makes me happy. Like, ooh, shit. Hey, what I have a book here? This is all the black and white stuff. I have a mess of fucking markers right now. My girlfriend even thought that like, like did it fall or something? Like, what happened that you have all these markers? I'm like, creative process, maybe. Let me know, like, so what size do you want to do that in? Because we can do comic book size. There's a comic size, or 9x12, there's 9x17. 9x17 is always a lot cheaper. Black and white. Black and white's always going to be cheaper now. I raised the rates on color only because color takes me so long using watercolors and stuff like that. And I'm moving more into digital painting. So I just never been a colorist. I never liked coloring too many things. So this is now where I get some white, and I also do a lot of fixing up stuff that either I colored over by accident or is too thick. Damn, I ate good this morning, but I'm starving again. Hate that one. I was gonna say it's a good time to get an art commission right now because I got my calendar is getting a little cleared for this month. Got some stuff coming up now. Toidles. These toidles. Horizontal would work on 11x17. Tell you the truth. Let me see here. 60. So I'll leave it for you at 45. That sound good? All right, let me add that real quick. So you guys, if you get part of the Patreon, you get preferred pricing. Do you play Dungeons and Dragons a lot? You ready? I pinned it there for you. Man, me too, man. I used to have a great campaign. I had these guys that I used to play with. We played every other Sunday for a good 4 or 5 years. Thank you, sir. Um, yeah, we played for like 4 or 5 years every other Sunday, and as long as we could, man. But I think I remember by the end, who the guy who was our DM, he moved more to Broward. And it sucked because I was willing to go to Broward to play because we were going all the way south, like in Casa, Carajo, Bird Road, and like the Everglades to play. But then I think he sold that house that he was at. It was his mom's house or something. And so we had to play up in Broward. I was really down with playing, and it happened like 3 or 4 times that people canceled because it was too far, and I was just like, bro, whatever. I think I was driving the farthest, and I was still down to go play. But you know how it is. Getting a group together nowadays is not easy. We used to have that at the shop. We let people play and stuff like that, and that's the thing. Just having that common place to go to play D&D. D&D is so much fun when you have the right group. Any game, I always say the same thing. Any game is good. You can play Monopoly, and as long as you have the right group, it's awesome. If you're in the wrong group, it's gonna fucking suck. I heard, man, some of the guys I used to play, the other guys I played with when I was like in high school that I grew up with, we have a Facebook group that a messenger group that we like send stuff to each other, and we were sharing that. And I don't know much about what's going on, but it looks badass. I just can't get into a game like that, man. That's my only thing. If I get into a game like that, like I'll have no fucking life, and then it's like the comics will suffer, you know. And it's hard to play like casually. You can't just go in like, oh, I'm just gonna play casually. I'm just gonna fucking. That is not possible. But I saw some of the stuff about it. I mean, I remember the day I quit World of Warcraft, March March 10th, 2010. I remember it like a freaking alcoholic. That's the thing, dude. Yeah, just messing around, dude. And like in those games they know how to get you too, because it's like Warcraft knew how to do that. Like you would be playing and it's like, oh, like, oh, you finish one quest and it's like, oh, you just need 4 more of these, and you can get this sword. And then if you get 2 more of these, you can level up whatever. And you're close to leveling up, and you're like, dude, I'll play a little longer. Just 10 more minutes. The next thing you know, it's 4 in the morning, and you have to get up at 6 to go to work. So, fuck that. I enjoyed it though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have too many bad memories. It's also like a relationship killer. Like my ex at that time, my girlfriend at the time, who's my ex. Jesus, man, she was like super pissed off at that game because he's like, "You're gonna play that again? Is that what you're gonna do?" It's like that's what happens all the time, man. And I used to do a lot of art for when the D20 system was blowing up in the D&D. I was doing a lot of artwork for it, and mostly black and white artwork. That's why I got so much work. And I worked for a magazine for like maybe 6 months called Gaming Frontier Magazine. It was out of Miramar, Florida. And those guys were doing so well, man. They were making so much fucking money. And I was getting paid as a freelancer, but I would go there sometimes just to talk to them. And they started doing stupid shit and putting money into things. Bankrupted the business. It was so dumb. They had such an amazing thing going on, right? I dare say if we would have just stayed the course, that would have been a major player now. But because we were making some good content too. But c'est la vie. That's how it is. I always played a rogue. That's like my main thing. I always had to have the ability to hide because I was always like that's like the main thing. Group's getting fucked up. You run around a corner, yeah, find a place to hide. And sneak attack was way too necessary. You know what? Let's keep a little bit more refinement on that eye. Now that's like the thing. Like now all these chicks are playing it. Where the hell were they when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons? Um, it's such a it almost pisses me off. I mean, I'm glad for them, right? I'm happy. Way to go. You can have a girlfriend that plays D&D with you. I think my girlfriend would totally play D&D if I wanted to. But see, we used to use it as like the guy outlet to get away from the girlfriends for a while. All of us. So that was like our way of going and nerding out. My ex wasn't gonna go in and get into it. She was not gonna do that. But my current girlfriend would. She's cool. If anything, she would like read the rules and learn it really well. She used to play Warcraft. Jeez. And it's funny because when I was younger, I remember like before we would go to the club and go to the dance and everything else, like that was always at like midnight in Miami. We go to like these goth punk clubs or anything else. We wouldn't go until like midnight because that's when things got getting good. We played D&D till like midnight. And I just remember back then, like you'd be at the bar, you're talking to some girl, and it's like somebody wants to bring something up from the game, like, hey bro, when you cast a magic missile, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Like I'm talking to a chick, dude. I can't be talking about nerd shit right now. And now that could be actual pickup line. What fucking bullshit. Lucky motherfuckers. So again, anybody that's coming into the room, if you're looking for getting stuff, let me know. Hey, look, if you want a portrait of your character, I could do something with that too. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna scan this and make a print. I just don't know how I'm gonna work out the square format. I don't know if it's gonna be an 11x17 print. I'll probably have it available on Etsy next week. I'll probably be posting those soon. Where the hell did I put that marker? Just a regular common lawyer over here. Just a country lawyer. It's so big, I gotta turn it this way sometimes to actually work on it. Oh shit, I love this. Time to crank it up. YouTube copyrights be damned. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a cool piece. It is meta as hell. I mean, are they playing Dungeons and Dragons, or are they playing like I've seen that done in comic strips at least twice, where it's fantasy characters playing like accountants and spreadsheets or something like that? No, regular. Okay, no, that's cool. And is it with the other hobbits, or is it gonna be? Can I have a picture of them playing the other hobbit, or is it with the Fellowship that he's playing D&D? Which do you prefer? Yeah, turn this around. And then I have to hold it down this way so I can get to bebop. When I do that, I gotta put this down. It'll be funny to have the fellowship in a hobbit home, all scrunched in, playing D&D. Oh, the hobbits, I'm getting a separate piece later. Arlene, yeah, man, Arlene Sorkin. You're right. That's so sad. Oh, yeah, estaba viejita. You know, she was already older. I mean, it's not like she was a spring chicken, but I feel like they didn't give her her due, man. I knew about her. I knew about that whole phase of our lives thing and everything. I think I saw that clip before that they've been playing where Paul Dini was talking about it. And yeah, man, she was the original Harley. Yeah, 'cause she was the original voice. I think I heard with the new Harley Quinn show, it was partly that I don't think she could physically do it because it was just, I guess, demanding. It was the reason they got this other girl. Plus, I mean, the other girl had that star power because she was the girl from, oh my god, what's it called? Big Bang Theory? I think, right? Man, it's so funny too. Every time I go back and watch Batman, the animated series, it goes to show how fucking good it was, dude. Every time I go back, and like, I watched a couple episodes and I'm like, damn, dude, I forgot how good of a series that was. Ah, look at this. I was just posting you. Yeah, I got. That's like the one thing I missed from canceling my HBO Max is not having the access to the Batman show. I'm not watching the new Harley too. I haven't watched the last two seasons. It's like on season 4, right? So I haven't been able to watch it. I enjoyed the hell out of that show. I liked Doom Patrol. I couldn't get into Titans for some reason. I was like, man, about Titans. Stargirl was good. I think I watched half the first season. It was good. Swamp Thing was alright. Kaylee Kuko. Oh man, John Ritter, that was another guy, dude. That's a guy that, if he would have lived, man, he was heading to great things. Doing some last minute fix ups here. I never saw any simple rules all the way. Hey, what's up, I Hell Candy Heart? Easy Comics, what's going on, man? What do you think? I'm at the ass end of this. Just finished doing the highlights and detailing, backgrounds. As far back as my arm thingy goes. Put the ruler on top just to kind of flatten it. And on top of all that, and you also have this piece. Thank you very much. Yeah, so then I think now it's just about taking it apart and then putting it back on board, making it nice and neat, and sending it out. This is the back of it. This is how much it takes to like keep it all together. That's why I like using this cheap painter's tape. Sometimes I put it on my pants first and then I put it on to make it not sticky, but it's such a piece of crap. It doesn't tend to stick that hard. put this in a certain order. Oh, thank you, Hell Candy Art. What's new with you? How's everything on your end? Here's how it looks individually. He's actually kind of way from how much art it was on it. As big as this discount, subscribe to my Patreon. I was just doing a Nerdy Cowboys on my Patreon, so I always hook them up with a good price. That's what I do for constant customers. I'm already looking at cons for this year, see what's left of this year, what cons I can go to, major things. This is something I do to get that flex back. Well, let me know. I mean, just about what you guys are. Always think about stuff that you're into, what you want to see on your wall, what you collect. I always say, make it personal, man. Make it what you want. And 7. And there you go. I gotta scan all this today, and then I gotta send it out to Nerdy. How big was it altogether? As far as size? That was a good question, man. You gotta figure it's 10.5 wide on sideways. So it's 21 inches wide, and then it's 7 and 1 something. I'm trying to remember, but I have it written on here. No, 6 and 7/8. So 6 and 7/8 times 3 would be 18. Was 21/8. So that would be another 2. So that's 20. $16 minus 21 was 5/8. So 25/8. Yeah. So 25/8 by 21. So it's square almost. It's almost 20 by 20 all the way around. If I'm right. If I'm correct. Does that sound? Is my math good? Got 10 minutes left on this. Yeah, markers everywhere. Ah. I want to go work on this stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Wallywood's 22 panels that always work. So I'm just doing my version using Manslaughter, a character I made up, and Meat Hook, a character I made. Let's just work on that for a moment. No problem, man. It was fun. I love it. It's funny because I don't get tired of drawing Ninja Turtles. Like, that's the one thing I'm like, I'm never like, oh my God, I don't want to draw Ninja Turtles again. I'm like, yeah, dude. Super down. So this one I'm probably going to put up in my my Patreon, maybe as for a Sunday Fun Day as a free thingy if I get it done. Gotta work on my Ewok comic soon. Gotta finish up Ninjas. I got so much. I'm behind on pages on Ninjas. Got some sleep. Go for it, man. You have the original too. You have the original of my Ewok Bounty Hunter, I think. So that would be cool too, man. I don't mind it. Harley as a Mando, as a Mandalorian would be funny. Think about it. Let me know. Get some sleep, dude. So yeah, so Wallywood's 22 panels. I have it here. Not all of it. Oh, there's Easy's info. That's my board. My impromptu board. I don't have my bulletin board anymore. So it's just 22 panels that you use to like. They're like the panels that always work. So when you're drawing comics, it's what you put. You know, big head or like if you want to profile something, it kind of helps you do stuff. So I'm gonna remake it, but in it's gonna be the fuck out of 22 panels. So I'm gonna do that here. So I'm doing Meat Hook, my character Meat Hook, Manslaughter, 22 panels. Right now I'm just putting some gray on there. Got 5 more minutes on the live stream. If anybody is looking to get anything, if you want to do a tip or anything like that, all tips are welcome. It helps out big time. Have any questions about making comics or anything like that? Making comics, drawing comics, stuff that you can do with comics. You can eat them if you boil them. If you have, I've thought about that. It is paper. It is fiber. Worst comes to worst, you could eat your comics, couldn't you? I mean, it'll probably be a horrible stomachache. One of the stories I wanted to do for zombie years was a short story of a guy who's collecting comics after the zombie apocalypse. So he's still collecting and looking for certain comic books. And he has all the CGC stuff, which is useless to everybody, but he's still willing to do it. I was thinking of even making him a recurring character that I did just celebrate the new issue 9 of Zombie Years is out. Really happy with that. We got the issue 9. I was posting on the Instagram at Fakata. It's on Webtoons if you ever want to read my comic. That one I'm very proud of. I'm proud of Vigil, but Vigil's very old. Vigil is from 2000s, 90s. So it's very aged for what it is, and the artwork is all right. And there's a lot of mistakes to it, but still proud of it. Yeah, great. One time I need that actual brush pen. I had this for a while, this brush pen. It's pretty cool. You too, man. It should be going out tomorrow. I gotta still do the scans and everything. Try to get it out to the mail today, but it'll be going out tomorrow. All right, it's almost 1. I'm gonna be wrapping up soon. Like I said, if you want to get discounts, you can always get to my Patreon. Discounts start at the $5 level. But even now, if you give it a dollar level, I'll consider it. I'll give you some kind of discount on anything. If you're looking to get anything done, let's see about introducing some other stuff onto the store on Whatnot. And let's see about doing I gotta finish talking to my publisher, see if what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing Kickstarters or not, because if not, I'll do the Kickstarter for my stuff soon. If you want to keep up to date with any of that, you can also follow patreon.com. Thanks to everybody who watched on YouTube and on Twitch. Cord keeps hitting my fucking pen. Not a pain in the ass. If you're looking for anything or if you like the show, feel free to leave a tip. Follow me on Patreon. Follow me on Instagram. I'm out of here. I will be posting the finished pieces on Instagram today and tomorrow. All right, guys. See you at 8 p.m. I'll be back at 8 p.m. doing my thing.